Hi, welcome to Cooking with the Council. Today we have Councilman Mike Bomgardner, an owner of Nuevo Leon, Maggie Garcia, and her son Jose. They're going to be cooking up a delicious mole verde over some chicken breast, and Maggie is going to show Mike how to do it. And I believe there's a secret mole sauce, so I cannot wait to learn more about this dish. But first, I wanted to tell you a little bit about Councilman Bomgardner. He joined the City Council in Farmers Branch a few years ago, but before that, he lived in various places, built up a company. Before all of that, he played football at Duke University. And if you know Mike, you know he loves football and he loves his alma mater. But more importantly, he loves his family. So I'm going to let Mike tell us a little bit about his favorite parts about, first of all, being a grandfather to the cutest little girls I've ever seen. We have pictures of those. And a little bit about the favorite part of why he ran for city council and living in Farmers Branch.
Okay, well, it's easy to talk about my granddaughters. I have 4 granddaughters that are all, three granddaughters that are all 4 years old. A set of twins that had their birthday last Tuesday, just a week ago. And then my son had a daughter about 3 months before that. So they live in Allen. They're about 5 blocks apart. They spend a ton of time together. They're almost like triplets. And they're great to see. I haven't been able to see them for a while. I had like a 9-week sabbatical through this quarantine because I was one of the unfortunate people early on to catch the quarantine virus, or the coronavirus. So, but I've recovered from that. Finally got a chance to hug them and hold them last week, and I'm, just like all of us, ready to get through this.
Excellent. Well, you're a real life Iron Man. You were not just battling COVID. You're battling COVID while you're going through some other health struggles. So, I mean, that's quite amazing of what you've been through. And then look, here you are ready to cook mole verde.
There we go. And you asked me why I ran for council, and it's
Yes.
It's kind of an interesting story because I never ever wanted to. I never thought about it. About 8 years ago, I was in the process of exiting a business that I started. I had younger partners who were buying me out, and I was going through a stage where I worked 75% for a year, and then 50% for a year, and then 25% for a couple of years. And, I was praying about, Lord, what do you want me to do next? And I ended up at a Farmers Branch City Council meeting because I live on a creek, and there was a meeting about the creek, and we had some cement things that the city, we needed help getting removed from either the city or the college. We're right behind Brookhaven College. And through the process of that, I learned about the infamous creek issues of Farmers Branch Creek. Got involved in the process of seeking a resolution. That year, there was a mayoral race. There were 3 candidates, and we held a forum with all 3 of the candidates, the creek owners, and in the process, I got to meet the candidates. And following the election, the 2 candidates that did not win both came to me and said, "You should run." And I said, "No," several times. And then one Sunday at church, our pastor was preaching about the fact that Christians needed to get involved in politics. That if we don't, then we don't have a voice. And I prayed about it, talked to my wife, and said, "Okay, I had an opponent. I'll run. We'll see what happens." I had no real experience for that, even though I think my professional life gave me a lot of experience for it. And it has been, I was fortunate enough to win. And I've enjoyed the last 5 years. It's been so much better than I ever imagined that it would be, the experience.
Excellent. Well, we're glad you're here, and thank you for your service. Maggie, I
Yeah.
know you've been at Nuevo Leon for quite a while, and many of us, Mike included, have been in your restaurant and tried the mole verde and tried your margaritas and all sorts of things. One of your salads is my favorite. Can you tell us a little bit about when you started at Nuevo Leon and your background?
Oh my goodness. Well, as everybody knows, my name is Maggie Garcia as a single, Escobar as a married.
Okay.
Well, I have been in the restaurant here at Nuevo Leon since 25 years ago. My daughter was 4 months old when my ex-husband used to work for the founders of Nuevo Leon. And then I used to help them on the catering side of the business. Then I joined fully in 2002 as a full staff employee, and I started being a waitress, and I moved on as a manager, and then I moved on as a supervisor. And then back in 2010, I had the opportunity to buy it. So it's been a journey full of surprises. I thought that being an owner of a business, I would be working less hours, and it's not that way. It is more hours and more things to do, but it's been so great, so fun, and we've been cooking for a long time. You can imagine how many dishes we produce every day since 1994. It's been a long way.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
And I know your kids grew up in Farmers Branch. Is that right? They went to R.L. Turner and.
Yes, I had three kids. My daughter is the oldest. She is 25 now. They all three went to Farmers Branch Elementary, then Vivian Field, and then R.L. Turner. And then my daughter went to OU for a civil engineer. Then my son went to UTD for a mechanical engineer that he is graduating next week. And then my youngest, he did an audio engineering area. So we are getting there. We're here and enjoying.
Excellent. We're glad you're here. Well, thank you. So can you tell us a little bit today? I'm going to let y'all start with the process, but Maggie, can you tell us what you're making and what are the ingredients inside of this famous Nuevo Leon dish?
I am going to hand the word to my son, Jose. He's going to be talking about it.
I love it. I get my boys to work too.
Yeah. Alrighty. So we're going to be doing our traditional mole verde here that we cook at Nuevo Leon. And, if we go ahead and I'll go ahead and turn over the camera. That way you guys can see what we're going to be working with today. So we've got diced chicken breast that's been cooked with some onion, pepper, salt, garlic powder, garlics, and some other spices for it to get some really good flavor. We've got our traditional moles. That is mole poblano. It's very creamy but rich, and that's going to be accompanied with yellow squash, zucchini, and then I have some other ingredients here. That way, that I'll show you how we plate it, and it tastes delicious.
Mike, are you ready to join the journey?
I'm ready to start.
Awesome. All right, so we're gonna start, I guess, now.
All right, so Mike, you're gonna go and grab your chicken.
So should I put in olive oil now?
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I'll go ahead and add mine. That way we can let that heat up and then go from there.
Okay, so add the chicken.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead and add the chicken to your pan. Perfect. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and let the chicken heat up for a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and add our veggies next. Once that heats up, I'll give you a couple minutes for it to start to simmer.
What does mole mean in Spanish?
It's a definition of sauces. There is a lot of different moles. When you refer to mole in Mexico, it means that it's a sauce, a rich sauce. It can be red or green or yellow or any color you want. It's a mole sauce.
Ah, yeah. I see.
So I vacation for a couple of weeks every year in Mexico.
Mhm.
And just in the last 3 or 4 years, I've gotten hooked on the mole sauces there. I
Yeah.
did not really understand them or know about them before and kind of avoided them, but they are fantastic.
Very awesome.
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead and grab your veggies and add them onto the pan.
So Maggie, can you
Hi.
tell us a little bit about how difficult it's been for you in the restaurant business here in Farmers Branch? Since the quarantines have taken place, I know it's had a huge impact on all of the restaurants and the businesses. Can you tell us how you're dealing with it?
It hasn't been easy. I never close a day. I have been open every day since everything started. And for to-go orders, and last Friday when our governor allowed us to open with a 25% of capacity, I did open. I trust God and trust our community that we are taking care of each other, and the response has been wonderful. Our city community all this time with the to-go orders and deliveries, and Friday that we started the dining, we are started seeing again our regular faces, and we were so happy for that. And we're just taking all the precautions that we should be taken in place, and for your safety as a customers and our safety as our staff and us. And it's not an easy thing. I am down 66% of my business because of that. And as you know, I also have the hot dog carts selling hot dogs outside of some Home Depots, and those are closed for now because of the same reason. I cannot wait for the corporation call me and allow me to go back, and I'm sure it will happen in the next couple of weeks. Then we will be operating in a full capacity. And Mike, I think it's time for you to add the sauce now.
Okay.
I'm sorry for the interruption, but go ahead and add the sauce. Just stir it all together, mix it all together. And just let it be in the pan. Cook for like 2 more minutes, and then it is ready. And you can start putting it on a plate. And Alice and Mike, keep on answering on your question. It's just I also apply for Texas Restaurant Association. Open a grant for a business, for a small business, and I applied and I got it. I got $2,500, which helped me a lot to buy the what we need to keep on running. And so it's been not easy, but we are hanging in here. We're putting all our efforts to all what we can, and just being grateful and blessed to be here in Farmers Ranch with our community, and being supported and support also.
Maggie, Nuevo Leon always gives back in sponsorships and other things. So we're always grateful for all that you guys do for the community. So I hope people are doing delivery and takeout with Nuevo Leon.
Yes. Thank you.
As Mike, as your chicken is simmering, we'll go ahead and move on to the salad. So
go ahead and start fixing the plate.
Yeah, that way we can, as that's simmering down with your sauce, we can focus on the other things of the plate, and then be ready to.
So what are you putting on the plate right now, Mike?
So this is guacamole with a little salad underneath it.
Okay.
And some rice.
Okay.
Perfect. So I can go ahead and show you how we prepare it here at the restaurant. So So we have some shredded lettuce. We have some shredded cheese. We have a mixture of purple cabbage, red onion, and 3 different colors of bell pepper. We have yellow, orange, and red. And then I have some tortilla strips. So what we're going to do is add all of these ingredients into a bowl, like so. Once you have that in the bowl, we have our homemade cilantro dressing that we make here every day. And we'll go ahead and add that. It's the same salad dressing that we use for our Nuevo salad. So once we have that, we'll go ahead and mix it, get it ready to go. At this point, you can remove your mole off the heat, Mike. That way it doesn't burn or anything. So for plating, what we'll do is we'll add rice directly to the middle of the plate. That way we have a good divider when we start pouring the mole. You want to go ahead and place your salad on the other side. And you'll be ready to bring in your mole, and we'll see how yours turns out. Man. All right, it looks great.
I'm going to try to plagiarize your process.
Yeah, and the reason why we have the divider is so you can see all 3 portions of the plate, and you can enjoy everything all together. All right. So you can go ahead and grab your mole.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, so you just want to grab and plate on the left side or right side, however you have your plate. And go ahead and pour it on. Make sure we have enough juice, enough chicken, enough veggies. And to top off everything here at the restaurant, we always use some parsley right around the rim. That way we can, the presentation. So this is our Nuevo Leon Mole Verde. How does yours look, Mike?
Not as good as yours, but
it still looks great. Look at that.
certainly edible.
Wow, good.
We're going to look forward to going on some of this tonight. Now, the vegetables are the squash and the zucchini. They're still pretty firm. Is that the way they're supposed to be? Or are they supposed to be a little mushy?
No, they're still supposed to be a little bit firm. That way we add some sort of crunch onto it with the heat, everything involved. With the mole and the sauce, it'll just help out with everything.
Okay.
That way you have the difference in the squash, zucchini, and chicken.
That is excellent. I'm going to take a bite.
You should try it. How is it, Mike?
It's a little warm, but it tastes fantastic. Love the sauce.
It is a great sauce.
Well, gosh, that looks good. And I know you and Barbara are going to have a delicious dinner tonight.
Yes. Yes, we are. And I'm going to go a little off script here. Let me grab something out of the...
All righty. Well, we're prepared. We're ready.
Because, every good Mexican dinner requires some form of tequila following the meal. Following the meal. So I'm a fan of just good tequila, chilled by itself, to sip on it. And instead of lime, I use pineapple. The tequila that I'm fresh pineapple instead of a lime to bite to get the flavor at the end. And right now I'm drinking Don Julio 70, which is tequila is one of my favorite beverages, and this is one of my favorite tequila. So anyway, do you all have a tequila?
We do. We have Patron Añejo.
Excellent.
There you go.
Cheers.
Awesome. Well, Maggie, here's to you. Thank you for doing something that my wife has really never been able to get me to do, and that is to burn the house down. To cook. No, but thank you. And here's to here's to your success. I know it's a hard time, but I know good times are coming, and Farmers Branch is going to be here to support you and the other businesses in Farmers Branch through all of this, and we will get through this together. So to you, cheers.
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 Thank you very much,
Thank
Mike.
you.
I have my non-alcoholic Waterloo coconut that you can get at Cox Farms Market. So by the way, they're open and they're at B Street and Valley View. So cheers to you guys. It's not tequila, but I feel like it tastes good.
Cheers.
Yes, you're
Thank
working,
you.
Allison. We understand.
Yeah. You don't know what's in here, Mike.
Yes.
But
Anyway.
actually, this is coconut flavor. The coconut's delicious. Thank you so much, Maggie. Thank you so much, Mike. You guys have been great participants in our Cooking with the Council series. And I really appreciate you guys being willing to go through this process with us. We know this has not been an easy time for our restaurants. So we want to make sure that we are coming alongside them and ordering takeout, ordering delivery, showing up, even if it's 25% capacity, we're showing up. And so they show up every day. So we want to help you guys. So thank you for always cooking delicious food that we can count on. And thank you, Mike, for your service on City Council. And cheers with my Waterloo, which is like a LaCroix kind of sparkling water.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Cheers.
Thank you very much for allowing
you.
us to get together on this journey of cooking. And I hope it's not the last one, not the first one, and we will be doing more.
Thank you, guys. This has been
Thank
fun,
you.
and I appreciate your willingness, and I hope you all enjoy the wonderful dish that you made.
Oh, there it is. I have a fire. Officially.
Nice fire, Mike.
Well, we're off to a good start. I mean, this is going to be good.